What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Sean. For those of you who haven't been here before, my name is Sean. I do a daily video on something related to nursing. No rhyme or reason. Probably not going to change. We nurses are a funny bunch. Let me explain. How is it, and maybe it's just me, but how is it that we're the only profession that I know of that attaches a descriptor to the term confused? It's pretty self-explanatory. When you say someone is confused, you know immediately what's going on. We don't need to go down the road of GCS and alert and orient ×3. When you say someone's confused, that somewhere in their mind, out to lunch. Just not grasping the total concept of reality. That should be enough. But somehow in our infinite wisdom over the years, and I can only speak for the past 10 or so, I don't know if this has been a concept that was around before I became a nurse, but why and when did we as a profession decide to start describing the confusion? Alright, I take that back. I completely take that back. We are the only profession that needs to describe confusion. Because, I don't know about you, when I get sign out and someone says the patient is pleasantly confused versus the patient is confused, I have two completely different pictures in my brain just from those words. You don't even have to continue talking. I already have this mental image in my mind of what the patient will or will not look like. If they're pleasantly confused, I have this picture of a little old lady in her 70s, 80s, maybe 90s, just laying in bed, twirling the blanket or the towel roll, and just smiles a lot, may or may not have a conversation with you, may or may not know her name, may or may not know where she's at, but she's not an at-risk patient. She doesn't need a bed alarm. She doesn't need somebody with hawk eyes watching her nonstop. For the most part, I can be fairly certain that her monitor leads are going to stay in place and that her blood pressure cuff and her pulse ox monitor are not going to be on the floor somewhere. I also have a good bit of certainty that she'll most likely still be fully clothed when I go to see her. In fact, it's safe to say that she's probably in the bed she's supposed to be in. Or better yet, she's at least in the room that she's supposed to be in. She probably doesn't spit and swear at you. Probably doesn't throw things at you. She's not restrained in any way, shape, or form. And she probably consumed her last meal instead of wearing it or throwing it at the staff. Now, if you don't use the term pleasantly confused, all bets are off, and it's nuclear warfare on your hands because you have no idea what you're in for. You might as well gear up with the Kevlar gear, and if you have it, go find a weapon, because you're probably going to need it. When you enter the room, you're going to have to scan from top to bottom. And I'm not talking top to bottom from the bed. You need to take a look at the ceiling. You better look at the ceiling. Because if they're confused, yeah, the ceiling doesn't mean anything to that patient. The next time that you hear the word confused, I hope it is prefixed with the word pleasantly. For your sake and everyone else's. Am I alone on this one? Am I the only one that can appreciate the term pleasantly confused? If you have not had the pleasure of appreciating the term, Just wait. Leave me your comment down below. I'd love to hear what you got to say about this one. You know your comments are my caffeine. Share this with somebody. And as always, check your own pulse first.